these pages at the beginning of your KONOS manual, a lot of them, how do I keep records, all of this stuff. You read it to get a bigger picture of where you're headed, but you don't take it as law and go, oh, I've got to do this now, oh, I've got to do that, hit the panic. You don't. You just read it to get the general feel, and like it says, how do I keep records, history, English, art, keep your time. It's because of that, those credits reasons that they say all of that. You read this more together with your student. How do I plan and keep a track of my schedule? And now a word to the young ladies, because we've been there. Missy then started thinking that she was my instructor. She sort of lost the plot a bit, for a bit, not for very long. Because then she started telling me, no, Mom, I can't do it like that because it has to be done like this, whatever this was. So she started to switch roles, okay? To the young ladies, don't do that. Let me tell you why. Because then your mentor, being the authority, the person that God's put you in and over you, will be blocked from continuing to be the person that is guiding you. Seeing when you're overdoing something, spending too much time on research there. Your mother is your mentor and your teacher to keep guiding you, and your instructor, like your tutor in the young adult years. And she's there to guide you. And when I'm running into any kind of struggles with the guidance and that, I go to Greg and I'll say to him, this area or that area I'm having a bit of a struggle with Jamie or with Missy because, you know, and we need a bit of support to help with direction, so we'll talk about it at dinner. And so our interest, we have your interest in our heart when it comes to guiding you through your things. So it is understood that young people want to be independent, and that you need to start thinking independently and sitting down with your study program and going through. But that's not to shut your parents out of the picture. Not at all, because by doing that, you're shutting out this mentoring, you're shutting out this guiding. People who have walked into adult life, walking in adult life, running businesses, running households, those people that have got a lot to give, don't shut them out because you're feeling all full of your own importance, because you are very important to God. But I'm just giving you a warning of that, because we walk there and it doesn't get you anywhere. You end up in strife, and I end up trying to impress upon Missy she does need my guidance. And let me give you a little testimony. We came across a little family the other day, and this young lady had got her KONOS house, and she had separated herself so completely from the family that she did her KONOS house in her bedroom, and she didn't have anything else to do with the rest of the family because she's busy doing her KONOS house. She's doing all her important stuff, you know, her language and the maths. Suddenly she was a separate member of the family, and she was quite pleased with this. She was quite pleased about that she's got it all organised and under control and everything else. And the mother was in tears about it, saying, and you know, I didn't know that when they got to KONOS it was going to be like that. And I said, it doesn't need to be like that. It's not supposed to be like that. They're supposed to continue to be part of the family. They haven't separated from the family dynamics and all what's going on. And on that score, because Missy was doing it and she was the older one and she had a younger sibling, I would encourage her to connect with the family. I said, right, what you've learned this week, I want you to share it with us on Friday night at dinner. Everything that you've gained from KONOS, what God's taught you, the activities you've done, share it with the rest of us. And because she did that, Jamie, when he came to do KONOS, there were a whole lot of things we didn't need to do, we didn't even have to look at, because he had already experienced that and received it from Missy, having done KONOS. So his journey in KONOS was very different to hers, because it was the second one in the family coming through with the same thing. So we made an intentional point of keeping her integrated in the family matters.
I remember what we also used to do. Naturally, Jamie and my mom were involved because our mom was mentoring me through it, and Jamie was including activities. But my dad wasn't so involved as he was when we were doing KONOS, because just the manner of it. I mean, we did have discussions and things with him, but on a day-to-day basis.
You enjoyed all the feasts.
Yes. That was lovely. I didn't necessarily have time with him, so we used to once a week have, I think we used to do it on Friday. At dinner, I would give like a feedback of what I learned that week and any particular topics that I I wanted to expand on or talk about or get his input on. So we'd have a feedback evening at dinner with the whole family, and we'd go through the different areas that I had done that week and lessons I'd learned. So that was also supportive because his input and insights and certain things was a completely different angle to what my mum or I had been looking at it from. So that was also very supportive and helpful.
And then the other thing that happened was when I was doing KONOS with Jamie, the younger KONOS, we would see that what he was doing could connect with what Missy's activities were doing, and we tried to keep them as cohesive as possible. So the junior KONOS and the KONOS High could happen together. She would get him to help her with her KONOS High activity, and then Missy would help Jamie with his younger KONOS activity. So we very much kept that unity of the family in place, very strongly so. And I didn't allow Missy to become the little independent student locked off on her own and not coming to Howick with us because she had her KONOS High activities to do.
My whole time was shaking.
Okay, so we'll just tell you the truth. What we did is I confiscated her KONOS High manual. Okay, I had to confiscate it from her because she was making it her master.
It was not a good time.
Right, however, for Jamie, I had to keep reminding him he had a KONOS High manual.